Everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to Alaskan Road Truckers. Today is the day of the console release, and I know a lot of you guys are excited about that, and I figured I would go through and show you what to expect with your truck. Mainly on the inside part of it, we'll cover a couple of things. Like I do want to go ahead and show just hooking up a load so you know what to expect for sure, and that in case you've missed it before. We're going to go ahead and get in our truck. Since it is winter time, let's go ahead and start this bad boy up. And let's make sure the heater is going. So we're just going to kind of cover some stuff. Let's start up top here. First, you do have a sun visor. That'll keep that pesky little sun out of your eyes. Although if you're playing in legendary mode like this, you're not going to see the sun a whole lot, so you probably won't need to worry about that. If you come over here, you've got your CB radio. You've seen me talk about this in previous videos. However, what you can do, it's very handy if you get stuck. Let's say you happen to do some off-roading, which isn't a bad idea in this game. You can actually tow the truck back to the road in case you get stuck. It'll also do your trailer as well. You have emergency refueling in case you happen to run out of gas. You can tow the truck directly to a workshop in case you completely damage it, like I did in a previous video. And then call services to remove a roadblock. This is something you have to unlock in your skills tree. Just so you can see what I'm talking about here, you go into your trucker, your personality. The first one is your hands-on, which allows you to use the chainsaw to remove trees. And this is the one that allows you to use the CB to remove avalanches and stuff. So you do have to unlock it before you can use it inside of your truck, just so you know, a little heads up. So we're going to go up from there. We have an interior light. That way we can shed some light on this thing in here. And let's go to the actual instrument cluster here and everything around here. Well, you'll go, here's your exit button. You click on this and you'll get out of the truck. You do have your lights. You hit it once and you turn on your low beams. It's indicated in the bottom right of your speedometer. And if you click it again, you do have high beams in this game, which is very helpful, especially, again, if you're playing in Legendary, you'll need them lights. Next, we have your horn. Always handy with that pesky AI traffic. And you've got your wipers, which, as you can see, we have some buildup from the snow on here. You turn your wipers on, and it clears right off for you. I did cover in my last video. Again, go check it out. And kind of shows you the maintenance of your wipers when they degrade. And also scraping ice off your windshield, which is very handy when the temperatures get so cold. It's crazy how cold it actually gets in this game. So again, we'll go over from there. And your dashboard lights. So you can turn those on and off. Make everything nice and easy to see. Then, you know, I already showed you the heater switch right here. You've got your ignition switch down here. And you do have a radio in game. I do not have it turned on because I am recording and it would be a copyright infringement for me to turn it on and have that music playing. But there's nothing stopping you from jamming out to trucker radio while you're doing your hauls down the road. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's really cool. Neat little thing that they added into the game. Here you have your handbrake. Pretty self-explanatory, on and off. Keep it on if you don't want to roll down the hill anywhere. Very handy. Your differential, which is something most people may or may not know what this is. And it's actually got two different settings. You click on the first setting, it locks your front rear axles. And when you click it again, it locks both of your rear differentials. And you can see that it is in the middle of your speedometer cluster there. That is very handy just in case, even with chains, if you get stuck somewhere, having all four of those rear tires spinning at the same time can help you get out of a sticky situation. Believe me, it has helped. Next, if you look over, if you have a job currently, you will have a logbook. Depending on the length of your job, it will have different saves that you can use. So just in case you decide you need to, you know, stop to rest, or if it's a long haul and you want to save halfway so you don't, you know, lose your progress, or so you don't, you know, let's say worst case scenario, if you damage your load, you can revert back to the save and, you know, start back from where you left off there. Again, it just depends on how far your haul is. Sometimes you get more than one save for that logbook. It comes in pretty handy. The next thing we'll do, if you turn all the way around, crank your neck, you hit your interact button to go back to the cabin. So we'll go back here. I've shown it a few times in game before, but the first thing you have is you have your bed. You can rest here. 8 hours gives you 80% of your energy back. Super handy. And if you're like me in this game, you spend a lot of time in truck, and this is just the easier way to get your rest instead of trying to find a motel or try to make it all the way back to your headquarters. You can always get coffee and energy drinks at the gas station. That will help boost your energy levels. We look over here to the left. Down below, you have a container which is for food only. You can only store food here. And, you know, because like if you look at my inventory on the left hand side, it only shows I have energy drinks, but that is not all I have in my inventory. If you look, you know, I've got some other stuff right here, but this cabinet is only for food items. That's all you can store in there, but it's super handy. It makes everything last a lot longer too. So make sure if you have any food items on you, store it in here, make it last a lot longer. Up top here, you have your microwave. This is how you cook your meals. Let's go ahead and grab a frozen pizza, throw it in the microwave. And it's always better to cook your food if you can. Not only does it fill up your food bar more, but you also get XP anytime you cook, whether it's in your truck or back at your headquarters. And you can also store your cooked food in here. You see right now it says 12-hour expire. Now we bumped it up to about a day. Then you have a storage container above your bunk. This is a nice 4-slot. Just you can store anything up in here. Usually if I have spare jackets or anything like that, I will store them up in here because you don't need that stuff in the summertime, and your inventory slots on your person are very valuable. Then we go over here to the right hand side and you have another cabinet down here. You have 8 slots of inventory here. This is kind of where I keep my tools and my repair stuff. The winter coat just happened to be thrown in there for some reason, but this is kind of where I keep all of that, just so it's in one area so I don't have to look around and try to find where all of my tools are. So now we'll go back up here. So just to show you guys, the heater is important in cab. You can see in the bottom left hand side we've got a cold little icon showing up, and frost is starting to form around our vision. If you let it go long enough, it will actually kill you. So while you're in the truck, keep that heater on, and you can see it goes away right away. Let's go check out a few other things real quick. So on the outside of the truck, in the maintenance video that I did, you can open the hood here. I'm not going to do it now because I've done a whole video that covers up everything that's up inside of there. If you come underneath the driver's side door, you do have a toolbox that does contain 2 spaces. This is usually where I keep my tire chains and my radiator cover, just because that's only winter stuff and you don't really need it very often. And around the other side, which I covered in the maintenance video, this is where your truck battery is if you decide to replace your truck battery. If you look on the front of your truck, this is where your radiator cover is. You can take it off and put it on as long as it's in your inventory. Again, my last video, part of my tips and tricks, very helpful to have that on there, as well as your chains in the back. You put your chains on right here, and if they're not on, you have no traction in this game. So I want to hook up this trailer right now and just kind of walk you guys through that real quick. All right, so let's back up and hook up to this trailer. You'll see the circle pop up on the bottom of the screen, and once you start backing up, you'll see the little dot which represents your truck and trailer. And as soon as you're green, you are good to go. Make sure you put your parking brake on, and then we can get out and hook this thing up. So once you get back here, you'll notice it does want you to do things in a certain order. For instance, I can't come to the cables right now and do my cables. I cannot lift my jack right now because my trailer is not locked to my truck. So go ahead and lock that to the truck, just interact with it. Then you can come over to your trailer supports and you can lift these up. And then we can come over to the cables and we can hook these guys up. And it's super easy. Red to red, green to green. And it will not let you do the wrong cable to the wrong connector. And another nice thing, it will make you have everything done correctly, or else when you get into your truck, it will tell you to fully connect or unlock the trailer to enter the truck. So, you know, you can't skip any steps. So luckily they thought of that and they pretty much dummy proofed it. And that is everything. So now your trailer's hooked up, you know everything inside the cab, you're ready to rock and roll and do your first job. Make sure you guys share with me your play experiences on console. I'm really excited for, so many of you are excited for this game to come out, and I'm excited to hear stories and let me know what you guys are experiencing in game. And if you have any questions about anything, feel free to comment down below and let me know. I'll be more than happy to help anybody out where I can. I know you're going to love this game. It's such a blast. So until next time, bye for now.